Right, this lick, you start off, I'd recommend using your first finger, 3rd fret on the low E, up to the 5th, and then up to the 6th. So the first 3 notes. I'd maybe do a little bit of light palm muting at the bridge. After that we've got the 5th fret on the A. So far we've got... For that one I tend to switch to using my first finger because the next part of it's up here, so it helps with the position shift. So after that we've got 5 on the D, then up to an 8. So far. After this, 7 on the G, up to 8 on the B, and here we do a shift slide or legato slide. So you hit it on the 8th fret and slide up to the 10. So play the first note, then just slide up. So far we've got... That note's held for a bar, so it's a good idea to put a bit of vibrato on it. I think what I opted to do in this one was circular vibrato. So you kind of move your finger in a circular way. It sounds a bit different from just downward or upward or the kind of classical. It's a bit smoother. Something Steve Vai uses a lot, so if you watch him and how his hand moves, that's a good idea of how to get it. So after that, I've got another arpeggio starting on the 10th fret on the A, up to the 8th on the D string, 7 on the G, 8 on the B, and again that slide idea. I've played this all downstrokes. You could alternate pick it, but if you want to get into sweep picking and stuff like that, this is quite a good kind of gateway. You know, if you build up a bit of speed on that, it can make it sound quite cool. Anyway, so from the start we've got... Okay, so the next part we've got a bit of legato. What I'm doing is playing the 8th fret on the B string, hammering on to the 10, and then the 11. So I'm not too sure if you come across hammer-ons yet or not, but basically what you do is you play the string once, and then hammer on with your other finger. So I'm just playing the string once, and hammering on with them. I tend to use the tip of my finger. I find I get a stronger sound. If you're new to it, it's quite good to try and imagine your finger going through the fretboard so you get enough power. I tend to keep my finger down behind it while I'm hammering on. You could lift them up as you go. I don't know which way's better or if there's any advantages or disadvantages, so I just go with whatever's the most comfortable. After that little hammer on thing, I'm tapping the 13th fret, so it's essentially a hammer on with you know, any finger from your right hand. After this tap, what you do is you bend the string. I actually bend using my left hand because it's got more strength than just one finger on the fretboard from your right. So what you want to do is a full tone bend there. So we're doing the hammers, tap, and the bend. I'll try and do that a wee bit slower. So what I'm doing is tapping on and quite quickly going into the bend. From the start of the lick, we've got this. So with that bend, you release it, but it's not an obvious release. And then there's a little pull off. So we've done the bend, tapped it on, bring it back down, and then you want to flick this finger a little bit, like that. You could flick it up, flick it down, whatever suits, and we're pulling off there to the 10th fret. So down the hammer on, bend, return the bend, lifting up this finger so I can pull off to the 10th fret. And then I'm hammering on to 11. So that little legato bit. So you've got your pull off to the 10, hammer on to 11, and then playing the 10. Try and do that a wee bit slower. So I'll take that from the start just to recap everything. We've got after that, I've gone up to the 11th fret. You don't really hear this because you're just sliding down to the 8th. It's what you call a grace note. So you don't necessarily hear it, but it gives the note a bit more character than just playing it. It's kind of thing going on. Yep, so we can do that Aki Akatura grace note slide from 11th down to 8 on the B. And then you hold that for 2 bars and then just kind of slide it off to nowhere. So that last bit you'd have. Cool, so now it's time to play the lick all the way from the start. So we've got. Hopefully that's helped you out. If there's anything you didn't understand, please just leave a comment and I'll try and get back to you. Cheers.